There is a spot where you have never been to. It's very famous for birding and you have expectations. No matter how much you try, you have expectations and can't get rid of them. But when you reach that place, it was not as good as you expected and you are disappointed. But sometimes it's way better than what you had expected. This is my journey to Narsapur Forest, Medalamma Temple side. Narsapur is a big deciduous forest on the north side of Hyderabad. It is a protected forest, that's why we cannot enter without permission. There is an urban forest park for the public, but it opens only at 9 am, which is not suitable for birding. But this side of the forest has a small temple, so it is open to the public at all times. This spot has very exotic birds. So at first we did not know where to go. Then when we were unpacking the gear out of the car, two birders came and helped us. They were very experienced with the spot, and this is what I learned about the spot. So before you do anything, before I tell you, I advise you to do the birding in this order. So if you follow this, you'll see the most amounts of birds. So this is the parking lot. There's a small road from the side, and this is the parking lot. From there, take a path to there's a fields area. There's a path with a very open area, and you might see many birds there. So that's good. After that, there'll come an area where you can see the Taiga flycatcher. This is only in winters, and I don't know how long it is gonna stay there. But if you want to go now, you will see the taiga there. It is like you will see it. It's there's a nest there, and it will be there now. So after that is an area with some water, and you won't see water birds, many of them, but you will see some other birds, which I'll say later. And that's the main area. You will do birding there till 10 am. I advise you to be there till 10 am in that area. After that, go back into the path, and in the left side there'll be an area with woodpeckers, and you need to look out for the trees which have some soil on them. They have termites, so the woodpeckers will come and feed on the termites at 10 am because that's when they are active. After that, beside that, there's a place where you can see ultramarine flycatchers, and ahead of that is a water hole with wagtails and Tickell's thrush. So that's the main thing which I learned and which you should follow in order to see the most amount of birds. So first bird we saw when we reached was plum-headed parakeet. Plum-headed parakeets were seen in huge numbers. The males have a plum, purplish and pinkish color head, and the females have a greyish, slaty colored head. The next bird we saw was the yellow-crowned woodpecker. We spotted a male and a female. This species can be found in India, Myanmar, Cambodia, Vietnam and southern Laos. The female has a full yellow head and dull black on its wings, and a bit of red on the breast, while males have pied wings and striking red in the breast and in some parts of the head. Woodpeckers prefer dry and semi-dry trees, which means they'll have only some leaves. After that, we saw the taiga for 2 seconds. It sat for only 2 seconds. I got some pictures, but it only sat for a very small time. After that, this is the main attraction of the whole trip, the black redstart. There's an interesting behavior which I noticed for the redstart. It was feeding on the ground, and then it would fly further away when it had caught an insect, and it would eat the insect there far away, and then it would come on, sit on a stump of a log, and it was sitting as if it was posing. It was doing nothing, it was just posing for the camera, and then it would sit on a tree and it would do the same thing again and again. So it was a very unnatural behavior, and we all of us got really good shots. So guys, मैं अभी नरसापुर में हूँ. ये कैमरा मेरा है. एक ब्लैक रेडस्टार्ट बैठा है उस ब्रांच पे. I'm waiting for it to come down so I can get some shots. And then the exact process was observed multiple amounts of time. Yeah. So by the way, this behavior is abnormally unusual, and it is a very shy bird, black redstarts, and they would fly away very quickly. They would only sit for some time. They can be found in open areas such as grasslands and clearings in the forest such as this area. They are migratory birds. In summer, they live in Europe and some parts of China. In the winter, they come to India. Redstarts were seen with oriental magpie robins and Indian robins. On a tree, we spotted a brown shrike. A brown shrike is a species of shrike which is found in Asia. In 1747, George Edwards, the naturalist, has discovered this bird in West Bengal, and he wrote it down in his book, and for the name for some time it was the crested red. The official name now has become brown shrike. We saw the brown shrike on a tree. It was chilling out before eating, and we could confirm the chilling out because later we were observing it hunting for food. And then we came back to the area where we saw the Taiga flycatcher, and it had a small ant in its mouth. But unfortunately, I couldn't get the shot with the ant. I mean, I got it, but the ant was covered by a branch in this picture, as you can see. So it came back to the spot and we got a few shots. Then it went into the bushes. We waited for it for some time, and we got some shots. Then one of the birders told us if we go back a little, it might perch on a small shrub which was nearby, and we would get some stunning shots. We waited, but the tiger was gone. The Taiga flycatcher is a flycatcher which is a very rare bird. It is quite small and it was seen perching and eating. It is a migratory bird which comes from Mongolia and Russia to India and southern China and Thailand. It looks very similar to the red-breasted flycatcher, and it was formerly considered as a subspecies. The final bird which we saw near the watering hole, this very small pond which I was talking about, was drinking in that hole, and it was accompanied by a grey wagtail. It is a very rare and shy bird. It has a national migration from the Himalayas forests to peninsular India. And I hope you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.